Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at hometownlive.net.
Good evening, everyone. Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick. We're live from the quarterdeck at the brand-new Paul Morse Field as Danville takes on Boyle County in Game 2 of this back-to-back 45th District matchup. We saw last night a high-scoring affair, 20 runs total crossed home plate in a 12-8 win for Boyle County, though the Admirals did save their best arms for tonight. And we say arms, Dylan Coover will start tonight's game, but Hayden Foster at shortstop is available out of the bullpen. On Boyle County side, it's the hard-throwing shortstop Kyler Clunch who gets the signal for the mound tonight. Rick, a beautiful night for baseball. Should be a fun one here from Paul Morse Field on the campus, the athletic campus of Danville High School.
Joe, as long as that sun stays in them clouds, that's going to be nice. The flag in dead center field is not moving one bit, so there's no wind, even though we could get some gusts, but right now there is no wind at all. 2.5 hour game last night, you said.
Yeah, it was 2 hours and 25 minutes was the game time for last night's marathon matchup between Danville and Boyle County, and we hope with a 30-minute delayed start, this one goes a little bit quicker tonight. Danville, the home team, in their home whites, the white hats, the star across that hat with the A in the middle of that star, of course signifying Admirals, the white tops, the white pants. Across the chest in cursive is Danville. They have blue numbers in the front and back. Boyle County in their visiting all-black uniforms, black tops outlined in gold in black font. Boyle, gold numbers outlined in gold, black numbers in the front and back, black pants to match. And Kyler Clunch, Boyle County's leading hitter at .471, will dig in. First pitch from Dylan Coover, swung on and missed. It's no balls and one strike. 6:34 is the first pitch time, 81 degrees. From Danville, Kentucky, the 0-1 from Dylan Coover to Kyler Clunch is a fastball, misses low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kyler Clunch, Owen Wheeler, Carter Stapp, Logan Perry, Cole Jernigan, Andrew Holder, Caleb Branham, Caden Patterson, Merrick Cornelius, and catching Carson Emmons. He will not be batting, at least not right now.
Got to give the Linda Wilson Realty starting lineups for Boyle County. Clunch pokes that one towards right field, coming on, making a diving catch. In right field for Danville is Noah Cross, I believe. No, sorry, it's Nathan Doyle out there in right field. I got here 10 minutes before first pitch and still trying to sort through my Danville lineup here. Appreciate Rick and Mike Marcy holding things down for us as I made it from an 8U baseball practice here just in time for this one. Here's Owen Wheeler. First pitch to Owen Wheeler is chopped towards first base. Easy Sunday hop for Moody. Better hurry. Ooh. Wheeler can get down the line. And with Coover covering the bag, it's a 1-3 fielder's choice for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And the 2-out batter is Carter Stapp. Well, this just goes to show you, and I've had this conversation with Jack before, that if you're not ready on the field, the ball is going to find you. And when a broadcaster is not ready, look, I've got There's going to be 18 guys playing this game, and I've got 16 of the 18 down, but two of them that I don't. The first pitch is hit to one of them in right field. First pitch fastball called strike to Carter Stapp. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Could have these chairs up a little bit higher.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. The 0-1 to Stapp. He's got some power, does Carter
Easy.
Stapp. Fouls
Fall
that
down.
one
My
off.
car's over there now.
Yeah, I saw where you parked. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a really good crowd here on hand because you got 3 simultaneous events going on at the same time. Softball is having a game. Got the high school baseball game here and a track and field meet back behind us at the football field. The 0-2 is a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
A lot of who's who here tonight, too, for Danville.
1-2 on its way to Carter Stapp. Breaking ball called strike 3. Over the inside corner, it is a Danville office equipment called 3rd strike. As Kruger's breaking ball just clipped the inside corner.
And that called 3rd strike's a service of Danville office equipment. When you need service, office furniture, supplies, or copiers, call DOE at 859-236-6618.
About as good a start as Danville can get out of their freshman Dylan Kruger. Rebels are scoreless. Danville is coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Now at Pizza Hut, get a $10 large, any 3-topping pizza on your choice of Hut crust, like the new hand-tossed, glazed with our buttery garlic parm Hut blend seasoning. It's the crust you're craving. Get your $10 large, any 3-topping. Order online at pizzahut.com. Limited time offer at participating locations. Max 3 toppings. Additional charge for pan, stuffed crust, extra toppings, and cheese. Taxes, delivery fees, and exclusions apply.
Bottom half of the first, it's Danville and Boyle County, the crosstown rivalry here at the brand new Paul Morris Field, home of the Danville Admirals. And Kyler Claunch will work through Dylan Kruger, KJ Dismukes, and Wyatt Gale. 1, 2, and 3 due up here for the Admirals in the bottom half of the first.
Your Danville Admirals, number 4, Dylan Kruger.
Well, I guess he let everybody know who's hitting first.
Yeah, well, look, the quarter deck is a great place to call a game from, but we are sitting right next to the PA speakers.
Yeah, the speaker is right next to us.
Here's Dylan Kruger. First pitch to Dylan. Fastball hammer left center field down for a base hit over top of the leaping Cole Jarnigan at shortstop. And Kruger, who had a little bit of an off night last night at the plate, went 0 for 3. He's such a good-looking kid, got a lot of size for a freshman. And I was here.
Now batting, number 5, KJ Dismukes.
At this point, you just stop talking about the
PA
PA
let him
announcer
just,
and even the music as well. But I was here for the pregame batting practice, and Dylan Kruger was the first one to hit in batting practice. I assume they just kind of went in the order of the lineup, and he hammered some balls during batting practice. Dismukes shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike over the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Sam Harp is here. He made it back.
Well, again, there's a great crowd on hand, not just for this game. Softball going on, track and field going on behind us. The 0-1 to Dismukes popped up foul territory over top of Danville's fan section. It's out of play, no balls and 2 strikes. Talk with C.J. Lynn, Danville's head coach, earlier this morning. Talk with him every Wednesday morning on the morning show. And he was not happy at all with the way his defense played in last night's game versus Boyle County. 0-2 Dismukes is poked. Long run to the right field line. Diving attempt just out of the reach of Merrick Cornelius, who patrols right field. It is a foul ball, but Merrick got up quickly just in case the umpire ruled it fair. Rolls down there near the corner. Count stays no balls and 2 strikes. The Danville, according to their game changer, now each team's going to score it differently. They're going to, Boyle County maybe didn't have Danville with 6 errors like Danville did, but on Danville's game changer, 6 errors in last night's game. 4 of those, I believe, came from outfielders. So it was one of those things where the outfielders were the ones that had trouble more than the infielders on ground balls. Throw to first base, and back in time is Dylan Kruger. Kruger on a stolen base in last night's game. Danville does not mind attempting swiping bags. They're 50 for 54 on the season this year. The no-ball, 2-strike pitch to Dismukes is a fastball that misses high for ball 1.
Center field Perry is to the left of second base. You got a big hole between he and the right fielder.
Caleb Branham, Logan Perry, and Merrick Cornelius across the outfield. Give you the infield in just a second. 1-2 fastball. Called strike 3. Over the outside corner, a Danville office equipment called third strike.
That called third strike's a service of Danville office equipment. When you need service, office
Now
furniture,
batting.
supplies,
Number 6, Wyatt Gale.
or copiers, call DOE 859-236-6618.
Yeah, one out batter is the left-handed hitting catcher Wyatt Gale, committed to Army West Point. 6'10" on the season. 5 home runs, 19 driven in, and he hammers one
Ooh.
deep towards right field. Cornelius
Uh-oh.
looks up,
That's out.
and the ballpark won't hold it. It's a
Home
two-run bomb
run, Wyatt Gale.
by Wyatt Gale. Home run number 6, RBIs, number 20 and 21. That one shot off the bat of Wyatt Gale, and it's 2-0 Admirals.
Danville Admirals just scored 2 runs. You can score a job now at nescoresource.com. Boy, he jacked that ball.
Now, you could tell as soon as that one left the bat,
That sounded like a home run.
sounded like one, looked like one, and Gale just tossed the bat
Now
down.
batting. Number 26, Hayden Foster.
Held the right arm up in the air, outstretched as he rounded first base. And it's 2-0. Danville leads. And here comes Hayden Foster, the Earlham College commit. First pitch to Hayden, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Kyler did pitch in last season's game here at Danville in a game that Boyle County won. Had 3 scoreless innings in relief out of the bullpen as the 0-1 misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And so Danville has seen him before, but of course it came last season. 1-1 to Foster. Big, healthy hack way out in front of an off-speed pitch. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Foster will take some time, gather his thoughts, and we'll step back in.
Former Superintendent Bob Rowland ran into him out there. Danny Joe Gadberry's here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Hayden Foster. Breaking ball high and outside, 2-2. And Dyron Moody on deck. Moody went 3 for 4 in last night's game. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball hit towards second base on 2 hops. A backhand play over to first base in time. And out number 2 is Hayden Foster. Trots halfway down the right field line.
Now batting, 00, Dyron Moody.
There's big Dyron Moody. Remember last year, Moody had that big, long, almost dish rag hanging out of his back pocket. Doesn't have it this year. Big old fella, Dyron Moody, big number 00 as he dodges out of the way of a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to Dyron.
Wind's picking up, but it's blowing behind us out towards center field.
1 ball and no strikes. Fastball hit well towards center field. Logan Perry looks up near the blue fence, reaches up and makes a jumping grab near the
that was hit
warning
hard.
track for out number 3. Yeah, Moody gave it a ride, but Perry had a good beat on it and tracked it down for out number 3. Wyatt Gale goes deep. It's Danville 2, Boyle County nothing after 1 on Z105.
Hello, this is James David Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home. Our family serving your family.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick, top half of the second. It is Danville 2, Boyle County nothing. I will say it is a great luxury having an operating scoreboard there in left center field. Boyle County's scoreboard has not worked their first, couple of weeks of the season. I was told they're getting a brand new one installed possibly on Monday. First pitch to Logan Perry, hit towards left, and it bounces right in front of Brennan Graham in left field, who plays that one on a hop. Boyle County has their first hit, and first base runner of the game comes off the left-handed bat of Logan Perry. Stands on first. There's Cole Jarnigan.
Now batting,
The pitch
number
count
2, Cole
scoreboard's not
Jarnigan.
working there. Brian Box is here. Maybe he needs to run out there and check it.
Yeah, Brian Boxa and Caden Shaver, and I believe it was Nick Siri were the three inducted into the Danville All-Century team.
All-Century, yes.
There's Cole Jarnigan. First pitch swings through a fastball. It's no balls and one strike. And what makes me feel old, Nick Siri is the oldest one out of those three. I was actually teammates with his older brother, who was a good baseball player. Matt Yates was his name. But Nick graduated in 2012 from Danville High School. 0-1 to Jarnigan is outside. Gale fakes the snap throw. 2012 was the first year we started doing high school baseball and softball full season play-by-play. So here we are, Rick, now, 15 years later, 14 years later or so.
Boy, and I feel it, too.
Yeah, you look it.
Thank you. Thank you very little.
1-1 to Jarnigan, hit foul towards the right-hand side of the play.
Ooh.
As a fan from Logan Avenue will chase that one down. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cole Jarnigan. He was all over the place yesterday. Cole was all on the base path. He's got good speed. He's not a guy Danville wants on the base paths causing trouble. Right now, Logan Perry's on first. 1-2. Popped foul again over top of the Danville fan section. That same fan from Logan Avenue chasing that one down, too. We have Mike Marcy up here on the quarterdeck eating a pack of peanut M&Ms. What's a baseball game without a snack from the concession stand, right?
I saw him cooking hot dogs, hamburgers. They smelled good.
Who, Mike?
No, not Mike wasn't there. The guy down there in the grill.
Throw over to first base and back in time.
I don't think he's that desperate yet.
No.
Have to cook hamburgers and hot dogs.
It's 2-0. Danville leads top half of the second. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jarnigan, who calls time and steps out. I was looking at some stats before this game began and, kind of adding into what's happened in the series history. Last night, going back to 1999, was the 57th all-time matchup between the two. Breaking ball misses low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, that's just from 1999 to present. They met plenty of times before 1999. They had each won 28 games apiece head-to-head in their first 56 head-to-head matchups in that time frame. 2-2 is lasered foul. Past Hunter Followell. The Danville dugout, and I don't think even realized the ball was hit past him. He'll chase it down. So Boyle County winning last night. They now hold a 29-28 edge over Danville.
Wow.
Over the last 57 games played head-to-head. But it's been a long time since Danville has beaten Boyle County here at home. 2-2 is chopped off the plate. Kruger makes the play, has 1 play to first base in time as Moody stretches out and makes the catch. Jarnigan retired on a 1-3 fielder's choice. Logan Perry moves to second base, and the one-out batter is Andrew Holder.
That's a good play
Now batting, number 4,
by Kruger, because
Andrew
if he had
Holder.
hesitated and looked towards second base, he might not have got him at first.
Last time Danville beat Boyle County at Admiral Field, almost 5 years ago to the day, April the 20th of 2021. Moody is in on the cut of the grass. First pitch to Andrew Holder is a little bit high and outside for ball 1. Holder mans second base tonight with Clonch on the mound. You have some shifting of the Boyle County defense. Again, Jarnigan starts at short. You got Holder at second base. The 1 ball, no strike pitch to Andrew Holder is hammered foul. Right-hand side over top of the Danville dugout. It's 1-1.
Ooh, just missed a car.
There's a lot of them to hit here tonight.
Yeah, at least there's a line, hopefully, that'll block before it comes to me.
Take your pick, Andrew Holder. Which vehicle do you want to bombard? 1 ball and 1 strike. Kruger from the stretch, hopping out there at second base is Jarnigan, swinging a miss on an off-speed pitch. I'm sorry, it's Logan Perry. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You got Garrett and Lincoln playing the second of a back-to-back matchup tonight. Lincoln did win the first one last night, 6-4. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball hit towards center field. Dismukes comes in, diving down. He misses it, and it rolls by him, and it rolls a half a mile to the fence. Logan Perry scores easily. Andrew Holder rounds second base. He has an easy RBI triple. It's 2-1. Once the ball got by Dismukes, the question was how far was Holder going to run? And he ends up at third.
Boyle County just scored a run. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Caleb Branham.
RBI number 9 for Andrew Holder. It is the first triple of the season for him, the 6th triple of the year overall for the Rebels. Cut that Danville lead in half. It's 2-1. And here comes Caleb Branham, When you talk speedsters, he is a true speedster. He has some wheels on him. Laid down a bunt single yesterday. First pitch to Branham, chopped towards first. Moody makes the play. Will watch the runner back to third base and just wins the race
That was
to
close.
first base. Like I mentioned, Branham can run, and Moody beats him to the first base bag for out number 2. Holding at third base is Andrew Holder.
Number 12, Caden Patterson.
Unassisted 3 for Dyron Moody. 2-out batter is Caden Patterson.
If you lose your pen like Joe did last night, DOE has a lot of pens available.
And a couple people message me, talk to me about that. Kyle Bottoms being one of them. First pitch to Caden Patterson, called strike. No balls in 1 strike. Because I mentioned on the broadcast there was a bug that was flying right in my face, and I went to swat it, and when I did, my hand hit my microphone, and it caused my pen to fall out of my hand. The 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Patterson. And when that happened, it like jettisoned the pen right through the screen and onto the field. It happened at about the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-1 is a called strike with a breaking ball to Caden Patterson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And so for the last 3.5 innings, I had to use Kyle Wynn's pen, the Wynn pen. Luckily, Kyle had one on him. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Caden Patterson. That ball nubbed towards second base. Coming in is the Danville second baseman Doyle, who throws to first base in time for out number 3. But Boyle County gets 1, the RBI triple by Andrew Holder. 1 run on 2 hits. No Danville errors. 1 left on base. We're through 1.5. It's Danville 2, Boyle County 1 on Z105.
Molly's Backyard. It's the 4th annual Crawfish Festival, bringing Louisiana's fresh flavored crawfish and master broiler, Matt Falcone.
It's gonna be good, I guarantee, Chad. We're gonna pass a good time, yeah. Laissez bon temps rouler.
Crawfish, live music, Cajun food trucks. For a flavor, food, fun festival, drink and feast with friends. It's this Saturday, so don't miss out on the 4th annual Morley's Crawfish Broil.
Hello, I'm Rob Cottle of Farmers National Bank. Thank you to the teachers and coaches who help make our local schools and community strong. In the past 5 years, Farmers National Bank has donated more than $250,000 to local schools and education. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Danville. Bottom half of the second. Admirals 2, Rebels 1 on a beautiful night for baseball from Paul Morris Field. They had these celebrations here before the game, introduced again 3 brand new players to Danville's all-century team, and named the field after legendary former head coach Paul Morris.
Number 20, Nathan Doyle.
Here comes Nathan Doyle, and was talking with someone about that, and both us and myself and the person I was talking to agreed. Very well-deserved for Coach Morris.
Oh, yeah, all
500-plus wins. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1 to Nathan Doyle. 500-plus wins, 4 regional championships. So that Final Four team in 2021. 1-0 is hit towards short. Jarnigan ranges to his left behind the bag. Over to first in time. 6-3 ground out for out number 1. And the 1-out batter is Noah Cross.
And besides being a heck of a coach, he's got a lot of state records, too. Wins, strikeouts, home runs.
Of course, he leads the Lady Admirals softball team now. They are a talented bunch. Now, they ran into a buzzsaw yesterday versus a good Boyle County team. Well, beat them 10-0. I think it was the final score, but they are very, very young. That Danville team is, starting multiple middle schoolers. First pitch to Noah Cross, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Cross hit one to Timbuktu yesterday in the top half of the 7th. There was a 3-run blast, made it 12-8 at that point. That was the final score. Swing and a miss on that one, and he's down quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. I asked C.J. Lim how he thought Noah Cross pitched, because when you leave the game and you've given up 11 runs, you feel like the answer is, well, probably not real well, is what you would expect a coach to say. That one low and outside, 1-2. But he said he thought Noah did everything they asked him to do. The defense, multiple points, let him down. Again, 6 errors committed by Danville in that game. 1-2 is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he was very complimentary of the way that Noah pitched earlier this morning in last night's game, and certainly complimentary of the way Tyler Gooch pitched in a relief role yesterday. 2-2, swing and a miss. Clutch gets Cross swinging. Tag applied by Carson Emmons. Strikeout number 2 for Kyler Clunch. 2 up and 2 down.
Now batting, number 22, Levi Doyle.
And here's Levi Doyle. Levi at 206, no home runs, 10 driven in. As he'll dig in that right-handed batter's box. First pitch to Levi is outside for ball one.
What was your career batting average for high school?
I don't know if you can count that low. I'm not sure we can even say that number on the air. It would take too long to say. It was so far in the negatives. Over the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. No, I know I had 2 hits in my career.
Okay.
1 ball and 1 strike to Doyle. That one's low, 2-1. Now, I only played my senior year, right? So it's just 1 year.
Oh, okay. You just played 1 year. Okay.
Yeah, make sure
it
people
wasn't
know
a whole career.
I didn't have 2 hits in 4 years.
In 4 years.
Really
Okay.
would be
all right.
embarrassing for me. 2-1. Grounded towards.
Oh, what a nice play.
Kyler Clonch was going to go to second base where Holder was behind Kyler Clonch, but Clonch will field it himself, take it to first base. Owen Wheeler's there. 3 up and 3 down, nothing doing. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 2. It's Danville 2, Boyle County 1 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
When that time comes and you need an electrician, plumber, someone to fix your heating and air, or garage door care, Kentucky Service Company is your professionals for serving real needs and fixing real problems. Expect clear communication, fair pricing, and craftsmanship you can trust. The KSE family brand includes Fire Stretcher, Heating and Air, Hearst, Electric and Plumbing, and newly added Easy Open Garage Doors. These companies are built on heritage, serving with pride. They are your home's best friend. Kentucky Service Companies.
Joe Mavis alongside Radio Rick. It is the top half of the third as Dylan Kruger will sort of weave his way through 8, 9, and 1. 9, 1, and 2. Merrick Cornelius, Kyler Clonch, and Owen Wheeler due up here in the top half of the third. Kruger will spin deliver a first pitch breaking ball. That's in the crumb rubber hitter circle, and Cornelius offers at it. No balls and 1 strike.
I like these pitchers don't waste much time.
Yeah, get the ball and let's play some baseball. Breaking ball, chop foul, third base side. Off the screen there in the Boyle County dugout, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Talked to Jacob Tammy, assistant coach for Boyle County. Asked him, are you involved in football? He said the middle school.
No balls and 2 strikes. Hit towards first. Moody backhand pick in the dirt, and we'll call off Kruger and run to the bag in time for out number 1. Moody's been active over there on the first base bag. 1 up and 1 down here in the top half of the third, and Kyler Clonch will dig in.
He said he didn't want to get in the way on the varsity level. He said, get in the way.
He's an assistant coach on the baseball side of things. He said helped out on the middle school team.
Football,
I interviewed Jacob last year. The middle school team he coaches made the state championship game. First pitch to Kyler Clonch is inside. It may have hit him, but it did not. 1 ball and no strikes.
CJ come over and make that barehanded pick, and he's got to fire it back to the pitcher.
Oh, it was fouled off.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Clonch made contact with the bat.
Yeah.
I can't see over the railing here.
Yeah, no.
No balls and 1 strike.
That again.
And he fouls that one off, and now he's down. No balls and 2 strikes. I was talking with Kyler's dad yesterday about travel ball, 8U travel ball, which is what Jack is playing right now. And he said he remembers when Kyler was playing 8U and he was the head coach. And he said they did a big fundraiser. 0-2 fouled off the end of the bat out of play. And it was to help order jerseys, obviously. And they were wearing, I think it was like UK blue was the color. And he said they got it in and opened up the package. They were excited to see what the jerseys looked like. And they sent them turquoise blue. The no ball, 2 strike pitch is fouled off. And so he said he called, said, hey, this is the wrong color. And he said he was talking with someone in New York. This guy in New York could care less. He said, no, you don't understand. It was like Carolina blue, I think is what he said. So we don't wear Carolina blue around these parts. You've got to send us the actual right color for the jerseys. He said they finally made it right.
Danville had puke blue for a little while. Get out of here, B.
No balls and 2 strikes. Clonch will call time. Clonch, of course, is going to EKU, a Division I commit, 471. No home runs, 10 RBIs. You can pencil him in the top of the lineup anytime Boyle County plays. Right field line, tailing fair ball. Yeah, it hit the foul line, and Kyler Claunch heads towards second base. Doyle's over there quickly, but you can't stop Kyler Claunch from sliding in safely. He has another extra base hit. It is his 6th double of the season. He leads Boyle County in that category. It's the 25th double overall of the year for the Rebels.
That hit the chalk. You saw it fly up.
You could see the chalk kick up on that baseball hit.
Made an easy call for the umpire.
And Claunch is on second base in scoring position. Here's Owen Wheeler, who grounded out to Kruver back in the first. Kruver from the stretch delivers. Fastball hit towards second base.
Get him to third.
Over is Levi. Doyle, who'll throw to first base in time, and Moody. Again, he's been all over the place, running field and ground balls. Now he's got to run the ball in the middle of the field to make sure Kyler Claunch knows he's paying attention to him. It's a 4-3 ground out for Owen Wheeler.
Carter Stout.
But Danville will trade that off with 2 outs, a runner at third base, and the 2-out batter is Carter Stapp. Again, the biggest power threat in Boyle County's lineup. Stapp on the season, 5 home runs, 23 driven in, as he takes low and outside for ball 1. He's the only Rebel over the 20 RBI mark this year. Hit that mark yesterday, had 19 before yesterday's game, drove in 4 in yesterday's game. 1-0 is low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Was talking with Sam Tiller, Boyle County's pitching coach, earlier today. Saw him out and about. And he was talking about this Danville team. The 2-0 to Stapp is outside 3-0. So this Danville team is good. And they've got a lot of good bats. And he's exactly right. When you look at the top of the order and you got a guy in the 3-hole hitting 610, your leadoff hitter hitting 400, your cleanup hitter hitting 396. That one is right down the middle, called strike. It's 3-1 to Stapp. I'm sorry, your cleanup hitter hitting 444. They got a dangerous 1-2-3 combo here. 3-1 the count to Carter Stapp.
Yeah,
the ball is outside for ball 4. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. Here's Logan Perry.
Now batting number 6, Logan Perry.
What's with the hat? S. What is that supposed to be? Streets?
Well, that's Jack's team, the Sliders.
Oh.
It does look like a Syracuse hat, though. I think people
it's
probably
kind
would
of Syracuse colors or
I
something.
think it's like a Syracuse orange hat.
That blue does not go with that hat.
I think it looks good, Rick.
I don't.
Well,
it needs to be orange or something to match it.
Goodness.
Or brown.
Rick is picking our jerseys apart here.
No, just a hat.
First pitch to Logan Perry, misses low ball 1. Speaking of Logan and speaking of the Sliders, Logan's youngest brother Lawson is one of Jack's teammates. Runners in the corners and 2 outs, top half of the third. Kyler Claunch with a 1-out double. Carter Stapp with a 2-out walk. That's how we got there. 1-0 is hit towards center field. Dismukes lost it for a second. Came in. Now he goes back. That ball's off the top of the fence.
Top of the fence.
Wasn't catchable anyway. Logan Perry will drive in 2 on a 2-run double. It's 3-2 Rebels. And Dismukes lost it initially, but the ball hit the very top of the fence, so it wouldn't have mattered had he found it off the bat regardless.
He came in, and then he went back to retrieve it, but like I said, that was right off just a little bit below the yellow line there in dead center field.
RBIs number 16 and 17 for Logan Perry, his 5th double of the season.
Boyle County just scored 2 runs. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Well, 2-out hitting, that'll make Adam Blair happy in that third base coach's box. Got to have the 2-out hitting. When Boyle County started 6-7 last season, remember, they went 6-7 their first 13 games, rattled off 16 consecutive wins after that. Here's Jarnigan with a fastball that he takes high for ball 1. When they started off 6-7, I remember interviewing Blair during that stretch run, and he's like, we just got to have guys get 2-out hits. So we're getting guys on, but we got to have 2-out hits. And they got a big one there from Logan Perry. 1-0 Jarnigan fouls that one off. 1 ball and 1 strike. A fan from Alta Avenue will chase that baseball down. You know where Alta Avenue is, Rick?
Yep.
Good for you. Right around the corner, actually.
Not too far.
Be able to see Alta if we cut these trees down here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole Jarnigan. Perry dances off a second base. High and inside for ball 2. Dylan Kruver, the freshman out there. Remember, he was out in left field 2 years ago as a 7th grader starting varsity for Danville. The nephew of Paul Morse. He has got size to him. going to be a force as he continues to get older. Big hack by Jarnigan. Comes up empty. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
How do you pronounce Ohio?
Ohio.
Thank you. Listen to Vaught's Views. Larry called it Ohio. There's no A in Ohio. Come on, Larry. I guess we're going to give him the Mike Marcy diction lesson here.
Mike knows how it's done.
Yeah, he wouldn't call it Ohio.
Mike's been to Ohio plenty of times to watch the Cincinnati Reeds. The 2-2 is outside, ball 3. The Cincinnati Reeds. There you go. 3-2. Red's got the Giants tonight, if I'm not mistaken. One game won yesterday, 2-1. Either the Reds score 9 and give up 10, or they'll give up 1 or 2 and win the game. Breaking ball is outside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Dylan Kruger. 2 walks both have come this inning for Kruger. 2 on, 2 outs. Here's Andrew Holder. Danville's going to be in action again on Saturday. They'll host Model after this game. That's their next game. Boyle County back in action, hosting Pulaski County on Friday evening. Andrew Holder had that RBI triple his last at bat. He'll see a fastball zip over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Rebels at 14-3. The Admirals at 10-7. Adam Blair won his 222nd game last night as a head coach. He's in his 6th year as head coach at Boyle County High School. That one low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Started his career at Washington County High School, then was named head coach in 2020. 1-1 is pop foul, right-hand side, tailing way out of play. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. He followed Kyle Wynn in the coaching succession here at Boyle County, and I asked Kyle about that. I said, did you have any say? He said, yeah, I had say, Joe. I was the athletic director. I hired him. Well, then you had a pretty big say in that decision to hire Adam Blair. Been a great hire for the Rebel baseball team. 1-2 breaking ball. Hammered left-hand side. It's over top of the third baseman's head down near the corner. Brennan Graham will dig that one out. It plates Logan Perry. Jarnigan holds up at third. The Rebels have a 3 spot in the top of the third. And it's 4-2, Boyle County on the RBI double by Andrew Holder. He's got a triple and a double tonight.
Batting number 8.
Boyle County just scored a run. You can score a job now at nescoresource.com.
That ball was lasered off the bat of Andrew Holder over top of the head of Noah Cross. He had no chance to make a play, and it rattled down there off that aluminum blue fence in the left field corner. And still a lot more damage could be done with 1 swing of the bat by Caleb Branham, the 8th Rebel to hit this inning. As Boyle has plated 2. First pitch to Branham came up empty. It's no balls and 1 strike. Beautiful night for baseball. You got the sun setting over top of left field. Kind of right in the hitter's eyes, especially a left-handed hitter like Branham, who sees a breaking ball miss way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nice stop by Gale. Shifted over on his knees. Keep that ball in front.
Galen's got a great head coach to teach him how to be a good defensive catcher. That's C.J. Lynn. 1-1 is lifted, popped up. Right-hand side of the infield. Moody and Doyle is over. And Moody has that big first base mitt like a bear paw. Makes the catch for out number 3. But Boyle scores 3 on 3 hits. All of them doubles. We're through 2.5. It's Boyle County 4, Danville 2 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Water and electricity. 2 things that make our lives easier and better. But as valuable as each one is, together they can be deadly. Water is a conductor of electricity, and if you're standing in water or wet while using an electrical appliance, you could be shocked or electrocuted. Keep all electrical appliances away from water and make sure your hands are dry when using appliances. For more information, contact your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Leading off the top of the cards for Danville Admirals, number 10, Brennan Graham.
4-2, Boyle County leads 9-1-2. Here in the bottom half of the third for the Admirals, Brennan Graham will rope one right by Andrew Leisure in the Danville first base coach's box. No balls and one strike. Brennan Graham wears number 10 for the Admirals, just a freshman. He's a 154 hitter this year as he spins away from a fastball inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Talked a little bit about Adam Blair last inning. C.J. Lynn, the Danville head baseball coach. 1 ball and 1 strike, swing and a miss, 1-2 by Brennan Graham. He's in now his 3rd year as head coach here at Danville. Of course, was a long-time head coach at Garrett County, an assistant at Danville in 2 different stints. 1 ball and 2 strikes, swing and a miss. Claunch overpowers Graham for out number 1, and after giving up the single to Kruver, and
now batting, number 4, Dylan Kruver.
And the home run to Gale. 6 straight Claunches set down now, and it flips the lineup to Dylan Kruver, who began this game in the bottom half of the first with a single he smashed into left center field in the first pitch of the bottom half of the first. This time Claunch goes off speed and tickles the outside corner for strike 1.
Tickles it.
Yes. No balls and 1 strike. Claunch kicks and delivers. Hit well by Kruver, deep towards left field. That ball shot off the bat. That's a solo blast.
Dylan Kruver.
Well, good luck finding that one in the trees in left field. Kruver unloads, and it's 4-3.
Danville just scored a run. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Home run number 2 for young Dylan Kruver, RBI number 8. It's 4-3. And that'll bring up KJ Dismukes.
Now batting, number 5, KJ Dismukes.
Dismukes 0 for 1. He struck out looking back in the first. One of the 3 Kyler Claunch strikeout victims. Claunch reared back through a fastball too hard and threw it by the catcher, Carson Emmons. It's 1 ball and no strikes to KJ Dismukes, the Danville center fielder. It's a speedy fellow, the 1-0. Fastball called strike. It's 1-1. Dismukes grounded towards second base. Easy play for Andrew Holder, who gobbles that one up and throws to first. For out number 2, here's Wyatt Gale.
Now batting, number 6, Wyatt Gale.
I think one of the keys to keeping Danville's offense down and giving you your best shot to beat Danville is retiring some of the guys at the bottom of the order, because you know the guys at the top of the order, like Wyatt Gale, who swings through and fouls that one off. It's no balls and 1 strike. Guys like Dylan Kruver, they're going to get on base, right? So you don't want, they're going to hit home runs. Gale's hit 1, Kruver's hit 1. You don't want guys on base when 6-15 hitters and 4-50 hitters are coming to the plate, right? So the bottom of Danville's order, they just got to get on base any way they can to try to cause havoc on the base paths. Breaking ball right in there, called strike to Gale, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
That last one he fouled off, I think got his foot or something. He's flexing his legs.
Tyler Claunch kind of side saddles the mound, and Wyatt Gale will step out and call time. Gale's been a 4-year starter for the Admirals since his freshman year. 0-2. Fastball is called strike 3, knee high and right down the middle. It's a DOE, Danville Office Equipment, called 3rd strike.
They call 3rd strikes the service of Danville Office Equipment. When you need service, office furniture, supplies, or copiers, call DOE, 859-236-6618.
We are through 3. Dylan Kruver with a solo home run. The Boyle County leads it by 1, 4-3 after 3 on Z105.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo, served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
Forget the weather outside. Come enjoy red-hot prices inside the entire barn. At Blackberry Hills Vendors Barn, you'll find everything from A to Z, clothing, jewelry, furniture, and lots of antiques. To rent your space, log on to BlackberryHillsVendorsBarn.com. Located U.S. Highway 150, Stanford. That's Blackberry Hills Vendors Barn.
Time out of the fourth. It is 4-3. Boyle County leads over Danville. Rebels will send up Caden Patterson, Merrick Cornelius, and Kyler Claunch. 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the top half of the fourth. Rebels have won 5 consecutive games over the Admirals, the longest streak in the last quarter century for Boyle County over Danville. If you look at the longest streak overall between the two teams in that same time frame, that belongs to Danville, who won 7 straight over Boyle County more than 20 years ago, just about from 2004 through 2007. So Boyle County trying to win this one would make them 2-0 in the district, would drop Danville to 0-2. Obviously, that's most importantly, but will give them their 6th consecutive win over the Admirals and 1 away from tying the longest win streak in that time frame. But a lot of baseball left to be played, and Dylan Kruger brings a fastball to Merrick Cornelius that misses high and outside. I'm sorry, to Caden Patterson that misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 to Patterson is low, 2-0. You're right about the pace, though, Rick. These pitchers don't mess around.
Nope.
Dylan Kruger, Kyler Claunch, get the ball. Let's play.
It keeps your defense, too, on their toes, not on the back of their heels.
2-0 is outside, I guess, ball 3. And not just that, I think it keeps the crowd in it, right? Like, you know, if you're at a game where you feel like the action is just lollygagging around, the 3-0 right in the middle, 3-1, it's almost hard to stay mentally engaged in the game.
You got a little too young to be engaged.
Who, me?
No, the players.
No, 3-1 outside, ball 4. I'm going to say I'm long past the engaged stage. I'm already at the old and burnt out stage at this point. Leadoff walk to Caden Patterson. And here's Merrick Cornelius. This is, well, 2012 was our first year calling full season high school baseball and softball. This is our 15th year doing it.
See if they play small ball here. Third baseman's coming up.
And you got the 9-hole hitter, top of the lineup on deck. I think you're right, Rick. Yeah, Cornelius squares around, shows bunt, pulls it back. That one's a called strike. It's 0-1. Tonight, the 59th all-time meeting between Danville and Boyle since 1999. The reason I keep on going back to that year is because that's the Ryherd scoreboard era on the Kentucky High School Athletic Association's website, so you can find game-by-game results from 1999 through present day. But 27 years, pretty good chunk of history to look over. That one's over the outside corner, called strike to Cornelius. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Out of the previous 58, this being the 59th matchup, 15 of those, about 26%, have come in the district championship game. That ball chopped right-hand side over as Doyle. Long run, and it got by him in the right field. Rounding second, heading to third is Caden Patterson. Seeing-eye ground ball single for Merrick Cornelius. Runners on the corners and nobody out, and this is danger time for the Admirals. And the top of the Rebel order, and Kyler Claunch will dig in.
That's what you like, get your 8th and 9th hitters, get them on base however they can.
And we just talked about that and how important that is on Danville's side. And, I mean, it's important for every lineup. But now you got runners in the corners, nobody out. Kyler Claunch, got to go through an EKU commit now. And the Rebels' leading hitter at 471. Kruger from the stretch. First pitch fastball is outside. Ball 1 to Kyler.
See if Boyle County's got the run on here.
You got Cornelius over at third base.
There he goes.
Yeah, he takes off, and now Kruger throws over. Now they got to watch the runner at third. Moody fakes a throw. Now they go back to Foster. Foster goes back to Kruger. Kruger trying to chase down the runner. They go back to Doyle, and they tag out Cornelius, and Patterson can't score. Well, that is picture perfect from Danville defensively right there. They continue to chase the runner down in the rundown.
Keep looking the runner
kept
back.
on looking over at Patterson at third base as well. That goes down as a 1-3, 6-1, 4 fielder's choice pickoff move, I believe, was the rundown of that. Either way, it's out number 1, and Kyler Claunch with a 1-0 pitch swings and fouls that one off. and it's 1-1. For as much grief as Danville's defense caused yesterday, they have been pretty spot on this entire game so far. I mean, that's one of those you work on, and how many times do you have it in the season? And they executed it to perfection. 1 ball and 1 strike to Claunch. Fouls that one off behind home plate, and now it's 1-2.
CJ out to pick him up. Got a couple balls.
And I talked with CJ earlier this morning, let him know we were coming, and I know Mike had told me yesterday he was going to be at this game. He said, save me a chair if you can, and I said, I'll do my best. So when I talked with CJ, I said, CJ, we need 3 chairs up there. I knew me and Rick were going to be here, but we need one for Mike as well. 1-2, lifted towards right field, long run, foul territory over as Doyle, and he runs out of room. That one crashes down there near the corner.
You know, that probably wasn't a bad play to just let that fall. There's no way he could have thrown him out at third.
Yeah, if you
you
catch that one, it's a sack.
Because he's going towards the fence, and there's no way he's going to be able to spin and turn and get him.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Kyler Claunch, but C.J. Lynn brought these chairs we're sitting in from his own house. So tip of the cap to C.J.
So his family sitting on the floor?
1-2, fouled off the handle again. I don't know. They could be sitting around the floor listening to the radio. I saw his 2 boys were here. Actually, no, there's one of his sons right there. They're not sitting on the floor.
Oh.
I figured they'd be here at this
game.
game
Well, he probably told them they don't have any chairs at home. They got to come out here.
You might as well come to the game. Where are you going to sit, boys?
Got some bleachers.
Your leg's going to be tired at home. Y'all come out here and watch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball popped up. Foul territory again. Over as Doyle again. Can he get there? That one is
just on the
not
other side.
catchable. Over there near the Danville bullpen.
Again, even if he had caught that just barely made it over the fence. There's no way he could have caught that, turned, and made a good, accurate throw home.
Will County's got a whale of a schedule to end the season. They'll play a top 10 ranked Sayre team later on. They'll play the number 2 ranked team as it stands right now in St. X at the end of the season. Friday, May the 8th, we'll have that game. Be there for that one. The 1-2 is low and outside. Good stop by Gale. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Already beaten Whitley County. Caden Patterson threw a gem in that game versus Whitley County. Boyle beat him 1-0. Danville beat Whitley County on Saturday 4-3. 2-2 off the screen again as Claunch puts up a fight. Whitley County's lost 2 games this year. Both of them have been to these 2 teams. Boyle got him early on, and Danville got him on Saturday. Of course, our good friend Jeremy Shope down there, the head coach in Whitley County, and got himself a state championship down there with the Colonels. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hammer up the middle, down for a base hit. Kyler Claunch responds again. It's a 1-out RBI single. All he does is hit and get on base, and it's 5-3, Boyle County. Got that run back.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Number 1, Owen Wheeler.
That ball was raked.
Yeah, again, goes down back to that leadoff walk. Caden Patterson didn't even have to swing the bat. He walked, made it over to third base on the Merrick Cornelius single. Cornelius was picked off, but Kyler Claunch gets it done with an RBI single up the middle. And Danville got the run back last inning with a Kruger solo home run. Now the Rebels back by 2 again, and good wheels on first base. Claunch is 7 for 7 this year. He dances off that first base bag with lefty hitting Owen Wheeler over to first base, and back in time is Kyler Claunch.
Now he dove back, but he doesn't have a big enough lead to dive back.
You got wheels like Kyler. You don't need a big lead to steal bases.
There
he goes.
No, faked it.
You're right. He took off a couple of steps and faked back to first base. Fastball's right down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. Now, Rick, you've talked about Danville in the past wore those, you call them puke blue uniforms.
Puke North Carolina.
North Carolina blue. What do you think about the Rebel uniforms right now? The 0-1 Claunch does go. Fastball high and outside. Throw down is
good throw,
in time, but bobbled by Foster. Like Rick said, a good throw. Kyler Claunch slides in feet first. A CC Auto Parts stolen base.
That stolen base by Kyler Claunch is a service of CC Auto Parts. Get your vehicle running at CC Auto Parts and Service.
He's 8 for 8 now. But I can see these, Rick. In baseball, we sit down lower. In football, these are not the uniforms you want to see a team wear. Outlined in the same color as the jersey, the letters and numbers are. 1-1, bounced up the middle, through into center field. Kyler Claunch is around third base. Dismukes comes up throwing. It's late. Claunch stands up as he crosses home. Owen Wheeler gets the job done. It's 6-3. RBI number 16 for Owen.
Bull County just scored. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Carter Stapp.
Rebels are basically just poking ground balls to the infield.
And that one was hit hard again, too.
And Carter Stapp stands back in. He's 0 for 1. Struck out looking. He's also walked. Groover from the stretch. First pitch to Stapp is a little bit inside for ball 1. Kyle Wynn had mentioned how Carter Stapp, he's got the obviously black and gold Rebel colors on, but his batting gloves kind of changing from black and gold to black and pink. Pink is all the rage now, Rick. The 1-0 to Stapp off the end of the bat and fouled off. Over there near the Danville bullpen, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Boyle County 6, Danville 3. Admirals took a 2-0 lead in the bottom half of the first on a Wyatt Gale home run. Boyle cut it to 2-1 in the top of the second. 1-1 hit towards right over his Doyle. It's past him and rolls towards the fence. Second time it's happened tonight to the Admirals. Rounding third, Wheeler's going to toss his helmet off and score with ease. Stapp to third. He has an RBI triple. It's 7-3 Rebels. And that is 5 consecutive base runners that have reached to begin this top half of the fourth. The only reason there's not one more run is because of the pickoff move Danville executed.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com. Doyle gave it a great try. He dove after it, and it just bounced and went right over his glove all the way to the wall.
The second triple Boyle County has hit tonight. And both of them on plays where the outfielder breaking in on the ball, trying to catch it, diving, and it bounces past him. That ball hit towards first and past a diving Moody down the right field line. Logan Perry's done it again. It's 8-3 Rebels. Logan's got a trio of RBIs this game. Scoring from third base is Carter Stapp.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at NESCOresource.com.
Cole Jarnigan.
And C.J. Lynn out of the Danville dugout. I wondered how long it would take. I mean, these are not cheapies that Boyle County's getting now. These are hard-hit balls all over the field.
Yep, they're hitting him.
C.J. Lynn looks up at Dylan Groover on the pitcher's mound, and Groover looks at him and shakes his head yes. Hayden Foster can throw as well. He would be, I would think, the next guy up for Danville. He's at shortstop right now. If C.J. were to make the change, he does not right now.
Still just 1 out.
These Rebel bats do not relent. You know, we had Boyle County 2 weeks ago versus Mercer. Remember, they were down 8-1 in that game.
Yep.
Had a 7-run inning to tie it up at 8, ended up winning that game 13-8. Last night in a 3-3 game, the Rebels put up 8 in the bottom of the fourth to take an 11-3 lead. So we've seen them put up 7 and 8 run innings with ease. Big hack by Cole Jarnigan for strike 1. And again, there's still just 1 out in this inning, so you got to work through some danger here, already trailing by 5 runs if you're Dylan Groover and the Admirals. From the stretch, 0-1 is outside, snap to the first base, and back in time is Logan Perry. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Boyle County in their last 82 12th region games, 72-9-1. 0-2 to Jarnigan. That was a called strike, by the way. I saw that one incorrectly. He's fouled off. Count stays 0-2. A 1 tie was that game they had versus Mercer County when it rained there in the 4th inning.
They tried to get it finished, but they couldn't.
That's why you have the 1 tie, but either way, it's been total dominance for the Rebels in the 12th region the last 4 years. That ball first base side and on the wrong side of the first base bag, turns on the blinker and rolls foul. Count stays 0-2 to Jarnigan, who's recent a fielder's choice. He's also walked 8 runs on 10 hits for the Rebels, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Admirals. Mentioned Rebels are 14-3. One of those losses to a team from Tennessee. They've lost 2 games to teams from Kentucky. Both of those are 1-run losses. Breaking ball is high and inside. Snap through again. It's over Moody's head. Down the right field line. Logan Perry can run, but he'll be held up at second base. Back-to-back snap throws by Gale. That one just tailed on him. And that'll be Danville's second error of the game. And he, too, allows Logan Perry to reach second base. Going back to what I was saying, though, lost 2 games by 1 run. The last 2 seasons, Boyle County Baseball has lost 11 total games. 6 of those 11 have been 1-run losses. 9 of the 11 have been 3 runs or less. Big hack by Jarnigan. And he comes up empty. He's down on strikes for out number 2. That's the second strikeout for Krueger, the first one since the strikeout licking of Carter Stab back in the first. And Andrew Holder has tripled and has doubled, and he'll dig in. Driven in 2 runs today as well. Logan Perry out there at second base. First pitch to Holder. Called strike, 0-1.
No action in the Danville bullpen. But again, if they brought somebody in, I think it's somebody on the field.
Now, again, I would guess it's Hayden Foster. No balls and 1 strike, hot inside. 1-1. And again, it depends on how close the game is. If Danville ends up finding themselves down 9-10 runs or something, maybe Foster's not the guy you go with. Maybe you go with someone else deeper down the bullpen. The 1-1. Breaking ball is low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. No runs in the first for Boyle, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, now 4 here in the fourth. The 2-1 grounded towards short. Eats up Foster off the tip of his glove. It's going to plate Logan Perry. Tismukes will come up throwing, and no one cuts it off. And in the meantime, Holder, smart base running, moves up to second base. It is 9-3 Rebels.
I think you give him a hit. That took a wicked hop.
And if you do give him a hit, he's a home run shy of a cycle.
I think you do that ball, and it was hit hard. And it just took a funny hop on him. It wasn't like it would just hit right at him. Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at nescoresource.com.
Rebels sent 8 to the plate last inning. They will send 9 to the plate this inning as Caleb Branham, the last Rebel to not hit this inning, will dig in. And he takes a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Branham 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out.
This might be the last inning for Krueger.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And maybe if you do go Foster, you give him a chance to warm up in between innings in the bullpen instead of bringing him in straight from shortstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one misses. C.J. Lynn's got it figured out, and we'll figure it out here shortly.
And I was down there getting the lineups. C.J. was down there talking to Adam Blair, and Blair said, okay, you're going to pitch Krueger. Who's coming in next?
1-1 is high, 2-1. Can you give us a hint, Coach?
He said Foster. Adam Blair said, I think it's going to be Foster, isn't it? C.J. just laughed.
2-1, 5 runs have crossed here in the top of the fourth for the Rebels. It's 9-3 Boyle. It was low and inside, ball 3.
Yeah, I think they are trying to get him through this inning.
Hitters count 3-1. First base is open, and Caden Patterson is on deck. Holder off of second. That's high, ball 4. Second walk that Krueger has issued this inning, issued 2 last inning as well. And Boyle County is just seeing the ball well out of Krueger's hand. That's going to be the day for Dylan Krueger. C.J. Lynn will signal towards right field. And from right field coming in, it's going to be Nathan Doyle, who's going to get the call from the bullpen for C.J. Lynn. 9-3, Boyle County leads. Krueger's day is done. His line is not official yet. We'll see what Nathan Doyle does as Danville makes a change in the call to the bullpen. Back in 1 minute on Z105.
In the last 2 weeks, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced anxiety, and more than 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced depression. Children, adolescents, teens, and adults alike are all looking for a refuge from fear, worries, and sadness. That's where the Nurture Nest can step in, with locations in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Somerset, as well as telehealth options from the comfort of your home. They want you to see how fun and healing therapy can be. The Nurture Nest, where healing takes flight.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's the friendly, expert care you'll experience every time you bank with us. Hi, I'm Lindsay Cole, the Retail Market Manager at Whitaker Bank in Danville, Kentucky. Whether you're opening an account, planning for the future, or looking for a friendly face, we're here to make banking easy. Stop by or call us at 859-236-9822 to see how we put you first. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Nathan Doyle from right field to the pitcher's mound. Dylan Krueger from the pitcher's mound to third base. Noah Cross from third base to right field. And we'll get to know Nathan Doyle a little bit more. Nathan wears number 20, a senior. This is game number 6 for him. This is only his second relief appearance. 16 2/3, 19 hits, 19 runs. Only 6 of those are earned, though. So the defense has not been real kind for Nathan Doyle when he's been on the mound. 7 walks, 19 strikeouts, a 2-2 record, 2.52 ERA. The next pitch he throws, pitch number 307 on the season for him as he finishes up his warm-up tosses.
I think it may have been a different decision if this game been closer for CJ, too. He may have brought Foster in, but at this point, save that arm.
Yeah, I mean, you could have said the same thing last night as well when Danville was down 11-3 at one point, but you gotta, you're not
12,
conceding defeat,
Patterson.
but you're also trying to save your better arms for maybe games
for
down
another
the
game.
road.
Yep.
And look, who's to say Boyle and Danville don't meet up in the district championship? And at that point, you could say Boyle County hasn't seen Hayden Foster. Swing and a miss from Doyle to Patterson. Yeah, it's no balls and 1 strike. And Kyle Wynn talked about that yesterday, right? Sometimes you may schedule more out-of-region teams because you don't want region teams to see the arms that you have because who knows when you may play them in the region tournament. 0-1 fouled off by Patterson, no balls and 2 strikes. And honestly, that's probably something that crossed C.J. Lynn's mind. You know, it's 9-3 right now. The odds of coming back in this game, sure, they're still there, but they're slim and getting slimmer. So why bring in maybe one of your top arms, if not your best, your second best in Hayden Foster, to let Boyle County see him in a game where you're down by 6 runs?
Well, and Doyle's a senior, too. So it's not like you're bringing a freshman in.
A 2.52 ERA. 0-2 is low and outside, 1-2. Mentioned 19 strikeouts and 16 2/3. He's got swing and miss stuff. Needs a swing and a miss right here. Caden Patterson can make this one even uglier on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. It's 9-3 right now. Rebels lead by 6. 1-2. Fastball is low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. What about those Cincinnati Reds? 7-2 over the Giants in the bottom half of the third. This is Sal Stewart's world, and we're all living in it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Deuces wild. The 2-2 to Patterson. Sails outside and high. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Braves and Marlins scoreless in the bottom half of the second. Radio Rick, your Cleveland Guardians have already suffered defeat today.
Again, lost to the Cardinals.
5-3 to the Cardinals. Full count, 3-2. Runners will be
are
going.
off.
The 3-2 on its way. Low ball 4. Second walk that Caden Patterson has drawn this inning.
Now batting, number 13, Merrick Cornelius.
And the bases are juiced full of Rebels. And here's Merrick Cornelius.
This messes up your lineup sheet here because you got to go from 4th inning to another 4th inning.
Yeah, we had this problem yesterday. The Rebels offense can make scorecards look real ugly in the best of ways for them. They want that scorecard as ugly as possible, crossing out innings, filling in diamonds, doubles and triples and home runs. That was way outside to the backstop as Gale fields it off the backstop, and now Holder back to third base, and Gale almost threw it over Kruger's head.
Whoa, nice catch. He had to go way up. That would have gone into left field and scored at least 2.
A good play by Dylan Kruger just to keep the ball in the infield. Like you said, that one's over his head. That one's going to roll all the way to that blue fence in left field, and plates at least 1. If, like Rick said, maybe not even 2. Would be 11-3. But Kruger's save would have been the second error of the inning by Wyatt Gale.
That ball didn't get far, and that bounced right off the backstop right to Gale.
1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. That's outside. 2-0 the count. This is the guy you want to go after. Look who's on deck. It's Kyler Klonch. You got the 9-hole hitter up. Go after him. If he beats you, he beats you. The 2-0. Popped up, left-hand side. That's a mile high.
That's over the soccer
behind the
field.
Boyle dugout. Kruger is there.
He got it.
Makes the catch.
Whoa.
Behind the Boyle dugout, disappeared back there for out number 3. The Rebels score 5, but they leave them loaded. But a big inning for the Rebels. 5 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 left on base. We're through 3.5. It's Boyle 9, Danville 3 on Z105.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is $85. At Big Deals online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
A Patterson walk, a Cornelius single, a Clark single, a Wheeler single, a Step triple, a Perry single, a Holder single, and a Branham walk. All that happened in the top of the fourth, 9-3 Rebels. After the top of the fourth here on Z105, WRNZ FM, and Hayden Foster will lead off the bottom half of the fourth and takes outside 1 ball and no strikes. Kyler Claunch has a 6-run lead, and I'm sure pitching coach Sam Tiller is saying, Kyler, please throw strikes. And Kyler says, not quite yet, coach. He's thrown the first 2 pitches outside the zone. It's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Hammered by Foster deep towards right. Does it have enough chase?
No.
It does not.
It kind of died.
Just shy of the wall of the warning track, where Merrick Cornelius is in the tracks and makes the catch for out number 1.
I first thought when it hit, I thought that was going to be gone, but the ball just kind of died.
0-0. Dyron Moody.
Dyron Moody. Dyron had a time on the base paths yesterday. Tried to steal second base at one point and slid about 10 feet shy of the bag and just kind of sat there in the dirt as the tag was applied to him, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Stole third base later on in the game and bowled over Carter Stapp at third base. And then on the final home run of the game by Noah Cross, Moody tripped and fell over second base. Shakes his head no at that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's looked good defensively over there tonight, though, at first base for the Admirals. He's been all over the place, very active. 1-1 to Moody off into the back, grounded towards short. Easy play for Cole Jarnigan. A dart to first, 2 gone.
Took his time. Couple pump fakes with the arm and then made a good strong throw. He didn't have that speedy driver rider there.
Nathan Doyle.
Nathan Doyle. Nathan, 0 for 1, grounded out to short in his only at-bat. Coming up in the next half inning, Rick, top of the 5th. This date in baseball history, April the 15th. Hope you studied up on this date, Rick. Tax Day.
I was hoping I didn't see that book that you'd forgotten.
I did forget it, but luckily we got Google and all the devices now. No balls and 1 strike to Doyle. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
I've got a lifeline to my right.
Yeah, Mike's, you got a good one to your right.
Yeah.
Mike Marcy, he knows his baseball.
Yeah, he knows a lot of stats.
No balls and 2 strikes to Doyle. That one's low, 1-2. It is tax day, Rick. I hope you've already got your taxes done.
Yep.
If I surprise you with that announcement,
you got till midnight.
You're cutting it real close.
Yeah, you got till midnight.
1-2 is outside, 2-2.
And most likely, if you haven't paid your taxes, you owe. Because I say people want that money back.
Yeah, I can't see many people getting a refund. Wait until April the 15th to file.
No.
Count even, 2-2. Breaking ball, cold strike 3 over the outside corner. Another Danville office equipment called third strike.
That called third strike's a service of Danville office equipment. When you need service, office furniture, supplies, or copiers, call DOE at 859-236-6618.
Hey, we're through 4 here. It's Bull County 9, Danville 3 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear national account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Top of the fifth, it's Danville trailing Boyle County 9-3 here in the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105 as Enter Sandman plays here in the background. Rick, Metallica.
They play that Boyle County football games. That's Mike Marcy said
This was
a football game.
This is a good trivia question for you. This closer used that song as their entrance. Enter Sandman.
Kyler Clonch.
Oh,
So-
that wasn't Mariano Rivera, was it?
Well, Mariano Rivera may have used that, so that's not the one that I'm thinking of.
Oh.
This was a lefty, Hall of Famer, lefty, closed, mostly known for closing for the Astros, but did have a season with the Atlanta Braves as well. First pitch to Kyler Clonch is a little bit high, 1 ball and no strikes. Remember who it was, Rick?
Yeah, I can see him. Skinny guy.
Yes, yeah, kind of shorter, skinny guy.
Yep.
1-0 is low, 2 balls and no strikes. First name was Billy.
Billy Wagner.
Billy Wagner. Crowd would go wild when Enter Sandman started playing. 2-0.
That's a
Clonch
dapper.
deposits that one left center field. Again, all he does is hit. Kyler Clonch around first base towards second. Stand up double again for Kyler. I mean, you feel fortunate, honestly, that you can get him out just once. Danville did that with a fly ball to right back in the first. Since then, double, single, double. And here's Owen Wheeler. Wheeler's 1 for 3. I'm looking for this date in baseball history, Rick, and it keeps on bringing up the same thing over and over on this date because
Billy Wagner.
Today is Jackie Robinson Day.
Right. Everybody wears number 2.
No, 42.
Or 42. I don't know where they get 2. 42, yeah.
Number 42.
42.
And so, obviously, today's the day Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. So when I looked up this date in baseball history, that was what kept on popping up. But I finally found the website that I've used for this in the past. So we're going to get on this thing here after this. First pitch to Owen Wheeler. Low, ball 1. See if I can give you something more recent. I mean, I could do something from 1907, but...
Well, maybe Mike, I lean on him for that.
All right, we'll see if we can find something here. 1 ball and no strikes to Owen Wheeler. Darren Moody in on the grass. Clonch is at second base, nobody out. Wheeler lifts one towards right center. It's playable. KJ Dismukes is over in the gap. He'll make the catch. Tagging from second base is Clonch. Dismukes a strong throw, but it's just a little bit shy. Yes, Clonch will slide in safely. Feet first. 1 gone. Clonch to third. Here's Carter Stapp.
Now batting, number 5, Carter Stapp.
On this date in 2000, Rick, 26 years ago, this player in the 2,800th game of his career lined a base hit off of Minnesota Twins pitcher Hector Carrasco, became the 24th major leaguer to reach 3,000 career hits. On this date, 2000, Stapp pops that one up. It's on the infield, way up in the air, right-hand side. Moody is over, Foster is over. Moody reaches up over top of Foster and makes the catch.
That's the second time. Usually the second baseman will call that one. That's the second time that Moody's got right over right next to the second baseman and took it.
Well, that was the shortstop. That was Foster from shortstop who came over, and usually the shortstop kind of has command of the infield. That's one of those, though. He ran way out of position, and that's right where Darren Moody is. So Moody, who's bigger than Hayden Foster, just kind of reached over him and made the catch for out number 2. And here's Logan Perry. Perry has singled, doubled, and singled. He's 3 for 3, and he takes outside and high for ball 1. 24th player to reach 3,000 career hits. The single that he hit also made him only the 7th player to hit 3,400 home runs in Major League Baseball history. 1-0, swing and a miss.
Was
One
he with
ball,
the
1
Astros?
strikes. No, he was not with the Astros.
Okay.
Again, this was kind of before the intermingled schedule that baseball has now with the American and National League just kind of playing each other throughout the season. So this would have been an American League team this early in the season because they played the Twins in this game.
They need to get the scoreboard. It's still showing one out.
You want to go in there and tell them?
Yeah, we got two.
We got two.
I'll send Mike over. Do dirty work.
Mike, you got an answer?
No, I thought I did, but...
Thought he did.
1 ball and 1 strike to Logan Perry. Grounded foul. Adam Blair watches that one roll by his bare left hand. It's 1-2.
Give him an error. Error on Blair.
Well, this guy right here that I'm talking about didn't have many errors in his career. He was a phenomenal defensive player as well. He was the complete package. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan Perry. Check swing. He held up. It's low and outside. 2-2. Let's put an emphasis on the games. His 2,800th game he played in. He played in a lot of games. He played in a lot of games consecutively, too. That really narrows it down. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Logan Perry. Hammer towards right field. Giving chases cross. It's off the top of the fence again. Logan Perry heads towards second base with wheels and RBI double. Well, Logan's on for the 4th time. It's 10-3.
Bull County just scored. You can score a job at NESCOresource.com. He's coming out now for a runner, I would say.
Logan's going to stay on. He's got good speed.
Oh, he's just getting rid of his
elbow guard and his wrist guard and his knee guard. And he's going to put on a sliding mid, yeah.
Yeah, putting that, we got that
Sliding
Betty
mitt.
Crocker sliding mitt.
Yeah, you got a sliding mid on. That's the rage now. You see kids in Jack's League, they all want sliding mitts. The only thing is you can't slide head first in Jack's League. They want to wear him anyway. Here's Cole Jarnigan. That one is inside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Did you guess, Rick? You know who it is now, right? Yeah. Mike's got it.
Was it American or National League?
American League.
American League.
Played in a lot of games and played a lot of them consecutively.
Cal Ripken.
Cal Ripken Jr. is absolutely correct. 1-0 to Jarnigan. Hit towards shallow center field. Dismukes in the tracks. Ranges to his left, and he'll make the catch. For out number 3, a Klotch double, a Perry double, and the Rebels are rolling. 10-3, Boyle County over the Admirals after 4.5 on Z105.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for your Danville.
10-3, Boyle County leads it over Danville. Bottom half of the 5th. It's Noah Cross, Levi Doyle, and Brennan Graham, 7, 8, and 9 to do up the lower third of Danville's order. See if I can give you one more here, Rick, just for the fun of it. Oh, here's a good one. You're going to have to really think about this. This guy's a good player for a handful of years, but he's not one that pops in your head when you even think of, like, good players. First pitch from Klotch to Noah Cross is outside, ball 1. Cross is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second. 1-0 called strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oops, sorry.
You're all right. Let me pull this up here. On this date in 2009, this player went 6 for 6. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner called strike to Cross. It's 1-2. And hit for the cycle. And a 19-6 win over the Baltimore Orioles. He also scored 5 times. Here's why this is so magnificent as the 1-2 misses to the backstop 2-2. It had been 119 years since a guy named Farmer Weaver, the last big leaguer to go 6 for 6 and hit for a cycle in a 9-inning game. The 2-2 cross swings and misses, and he's down helplessly on strikes for out number 1. Back-to-back Ks now for Klotch. 1 to end the 4th, 1 to begin the 5th, and the one-out batter is Levi Doyle.
Now batting, number 22, Levi Doyle.
I'll give you a hint on the team. Texas Rangers beat the Orioles 19-6. Again, 6 for 6, hit for the cycle. He also scored 5 runs that game. Had been 119 years since a player went 6 for 6 and hit for a cycle in a 9-inning game.
What year was it?
2009. Called strike to Levi Doyle. It's 0-1.
6 for 6.
In that same game, Nelson Cruz, Marlon Byrd went 5 for 6. Nelson Cruz also hit a grand slam in that game. I mean, he scored 19 runs. Guys were scoring runs all over the place. 0-2 is low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He was a middle infielder for the Rangers. And again, not a guy you think of as being elite, but he had a handful of really good years for Texas. Got a guess, Mike? Adrian Beltre? No, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's second.
He was a third baseman.
He's third base.
1 ball and 2 strikes is low and outside, 2-2.
Second baseman for the Rangers, 6 for 6.
I think he was a second baseman or a shortstop. Middle infielder is what I said. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball a little bit high, 2-2.
In 2000?
2009.
6 for 6.
2 balls and 2 strikes, poked right-hand side down for a base hit. Levi Doyle has himself a single. It's the first Danville hit since Dylan Kruger's solo blast back in the 3rd.
Now batting, number 10, Brennan Graham.
Yeah, Klotch had set down 6 straight before that. Here's Brennan Graham, 9-hole hitter, top of the order lurks. Danville trails by 7 here. It's 10-3 in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch to Graham, swing and a miss, 0-1. His name Ian Kinsler ring a bell.
Ian Kinsler. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it.
Yeah, 6 for 6 and hit for the cycle on this date, 2009.
I'm going to guess Ian Kinsler.
Great guess, Rick, and you nailed it. Over the outside corner, but called a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. If the umpire was listening to the radio call, he'd know that one was a strike.
Careful to throw you out.
1-1 throw to first base. Back in Thomas Doyle. I'm not you, Rick. I don't almost get thrown out of games. That one happened at Boyle when Rick almost got thrown out. Do you remember who they played that night? 1-1 inside, 2-1 to Graham.
Danville?
It may have been Danville Boyle, and I know who it was yelling from the press box.
It wasn't me.
It was not Rick.
It was a PA guy or somebody.
Umpire turned around and
Yeah,
looked at
umpire
Rick.
looked at me and
Graham fouls that one off 2-2. Pointed at Rick.
Yeah.
He had enough of Rick's shenanigans. You get out of here. You say one more word.
me.
What would you have done, though, had you been thrown out? Just kind of go sit in the radio van, I guess?
No, I'd have run down the field and kicked dirt on the umpire.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, if we'll get thrown out, I'm going to make it work.
Been thrown out as the radio guy. Get your money's worth. 2-2 fouled off by Graham. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'd only be suspended for the next broadcast, so, what I got to lose?
Is that the Hometown Radio Network rules? I haven't read up on there. I've never even thought about being suspended. So you think a 1-game suspension's enough?
I would think.
2-2 to Graham, low and inside. Ball 3, good at bat here from the freshman Brennan Graham, who struck out back in the 3rd. It's 10-3. Rebels are all over the Admirals. Here in the bottom half of the 5th, 3-2 swing and a miss. Graham is down on strikes again. For Kyler Klotch. Strikeout number 7.
Number 4, Dylan Kruger.
2 out batters, Dylan Kruger. 10 runs, 12 hits for the Rebels. Sam Tiller's out, the Boyle County pitching coach. Going to call time. Klotch has thrown just 65 pitches in this game. He has been very economical so far in this one. But 10 runs, 12 hits for the Rebels. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 4 errors for the Admirals tonight.
Maybe talking about a pitch count. We don't know how many pitches he's thrown.
Well, I just mentioned 65 of them.
Oh, you got it?
Even Mike heard that one. Mike just turned around and laughed.
Well, let's see. Hold on. I've got it in here somewhere.
75, I believe, is the next milestone.
2-day rest for if you go to between 51 and 75. So
yeah, but we didn't play again until Friday anyway, so
they don't have to go by games; they go by days.
They go by pitch counts.
I mean, calendar days.
The Clonch balked. Home plate umpire out from behind the dish and points towards second base, and that's going to send Levi Doyle, who singled 2 batters ago, to second base with a balk. Adam Blair looks at home plate. Home plate umpire tells him what happened, and Adam was a little bit more animated with the umpires yesterday in the game at Boyle County. Feeling good with a 10-3 lead. He just says okay and turns back around when he gets the explanation from the umpire. First pitch to Krueger is a fastball that misses low for ball 1. Krueger's looked good today. Single and a home run. He's 2 for 2. He's scored 2 runs. He's driven in 1. That was a solo home run back in the 3rd that he hit. Launch from the stretch. The 1 ball and no strike pitch right down the middle. Called strike 1-1. That was the gun there at the track.
Oh.
Still having track and field events behind us.
Thought somebody was shooting at us.
When I was leaving earlier this afternoon, I came to set up equipment and leaving and saw a Marion County school bus pull in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Krueger. Outside corner. That's a called strike, and it's 1-2. This is another game, Rick, where it was kind of rolling along. And Boyle County started putting up some runs. Danville couldn't get outs. And it's 10-3, bottom half of the 5th, the 1-2. Fouled off by Dylan Krueger. Count stays, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Krueger's mom was the head softball coach at Danville High School for a season or 2. Of course, we mentioned he is the nephew of Paul Morris, so his uncle is the head coach for the Lady Admiral softball team now. We'll see them later on this season be there for a broadcast. The 1-2, fastball fouled off. First base side, Owen Wheeler will watch that one land in the grassy area.
The grassy knoll.
As a fan from Lincoln Avenue will chase that baseball down.
I think he moved. He used to be live in Lincoln, but I don't think he does anymore.
You think he moved?
Yeah. Because he's lefty.
Yeah, got the glove in the right hand. Throws left-handed, that Danville fan does. 1-2 to Krueger. Inside, almost hit him. Krueger backs out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a busy night here at the athletic complex, the Sam Harp Athletic Complex here on the grounds of Bate Middle School. You got a softball game going on, a baseball game going on, and a track meet going on. 2-2, his fisted right-hand side, and right to Andrew Holder off the handle, who makes the catch for out number 3. Single by Doyle, moves to second on a balk. We are through 5. It's Boyle County 10, Danville 3 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Because we know how it's an easy thing to do in Danville. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hello, I'm Angela Frisbee at Farmers National Bank. We are excited to support students as they excel in the classroom, play in the band, act in the school play, and as they compete in sports. We wish our students a great school year. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick. Boyle County 10, Danville 3, top half of the 6th here from the newly minted Paul Morris Field. And a field where they have made so many improvements over the years. I mean, Rick, even when I played here in high school, and you look across the landscape, they did not have the crumb rubber, the turf hitter circle. They didn't have the walk-up paths in turf. They didn't have the bullpen on the right-hand side. Actually, when I played here in my high school days, and Mike will remember this, the home dugout was on the third base side back in the early mid-2000s when I was here. They switched dugouts. They made so many great improvements here. It's a beautiful place to watch a baseball game. Obviously, the quarter deck was not here either. Quarter deck, probably about 3 or 4 years old now at this point. First pitch to Andrew Holder off the end of the bat, fouled off. Snowballs in 1 strike. Andrew, a multi-sport athlete, and If he can send one over the fence, he'll have himself a cycle. And we've called a lot of games. We've called no-hitters. We've never called a perfect game, but I can tell you we've never called a cycle either. The 0-1 to Holder is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Do you think Andrew knows it?
Well, if he could get one inside the park, you could say it would be a motorcycle.
The 1-1 to Andrew Holder. Outside corner called strike 1 and 2. Kyle Wynn, listening to us, said it's 3 games for coaches if you get ejected. So at least that for broadcasters.
No, 1 game. Come on.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Andrew Holder. It's way outside in the left-handed batter's box, 2 and 2.
So that's Kyle Wynn. He set the standard there, I think, maybe of getting thrown out of games. I don't know. That's why he moved it up. It used to be 1 game, but I think Kyle
got ejected so much they changed the rule. 2-2. Hit up the middle, and Andrew Holder has himself a 4-for-4 day. Hammered that one, smashed it through the second base bag right to KJ Dismukes in center field. Triple, double, and a pair of singles for Andrew Holder. We talked about Ian Kinsler going 6 for 6. This game keeps on going. Andrew Holder may find himself with a 6 for 6 day the way he's swinging the stick.
Thank you, Kyle, for filling in for me last night.
He asked Kyle if he ever got thrown out of a game because he was always so laid back when he coached.
So he wasn't a good coach, then, you're saying?
It's not what I said at all. First pitch to These words did not come out of my mouth. It's outside for ball 1. Well, that's the epitome. You talk about an illustration of putting words in someone's mouth. 1 ball and no strike to Caleb Brandon. Runner on first base is Andrew Holder. It's outside and high 2-0. He said he got thrown out of 1 game in northern Kentucky. And I feel like he said they were on like a spring break trip or something like that. When you get ejected as a coach, you can't be on the grounds the next day. And he said he had to sit in the football stadium while Boyle County played the game the next day. The 2-0. Fastball called strike 2-1.
He did wear a mustache and glasses?
Yeah, he could have wore the fake mustache and the glasses.
Bobby Valentine look.
If it worked for Bobby Valentine, it could work for Kyle.
Didn't think about that, did he?
Well, he should have asked us.
Yeah. We could have got him back in.
Scoreboard says 3-0, but I got a 2-1. The last one was called strike by the home plate umpire. That one is high. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's Nathan Doyle on the mound. Dylan Kruger started the game for the Admirals and started off really well. Went 1, 2, and 3 in the first inning. Left a couple of guys on in the second inning. Then he really labored through the third and fourth inning. Finishes with 3 2/3 pitched, 10 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, and 2 Ks. That one is high and outside, ball 4.
Unlike you, I think that Kyle Wynn did a wonderful job as manager and coach.
2 on, nobody out. Here's Caden Patterson.
Now, let me ask you something. I've heard the head man, C.J. Lynn, Adam Blair, referred to as coaches, managers. Now, where is it? I know in the major leagues they're called managers. In college, though, this might be a Mike Marcy question. What do they call them in college? Are they coaches or managers?
Coaches.
The coaches? Mm-hmm. So managers doesn't come into the major leagues.
Patterson squares round, shows bunt, pulls it back. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Well, they're hitting coaches and pitching coaches. It's just the main one is called the manager. I think at that point he ain't coaching them. He's just managing them. He's penciling them in the lineup. I mean, what do you expect Walt Weiss to go up to Ronald Acuna Jr. and say, hit a home run here, Ronald? Bunt shown. Patterson pulls it back. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
So you're saying Kyle Wynn just managed? He didn't coach?
No, he was a coach. He was a coach. Now, Tito Frankina, what's the guy's last name?
Francona.
Francona. Sorry, I poked you with my pen. And quite frankly, you deserve that. I'm just going to be honest.
He stabbed me with this
the way
pen,
you've been
folks.
acting. The 2-0. It's over the inside corner, 2-1.
I got in a fight with a pear tree, just a branch, and it lit me up pretty good.
This is why I need to go to Danville Office Equipment, give me another pen. Those Danville Office Equipment pens aren't sharp as knives. I got to go get me one from DOE.
So now he's putting down DOE. He says they don't have sharp pens.
2-1, bunted, first base side, rolls, foul. Dyron Moody will chase that one down to the first base coach's box. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I forgot where I was going before you said what you said. Francona.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think Tito Francona is telling Ellie De La Cruz? Think he's coaching him? I don't know, maybe so. Got an old guy.
He's telling
like
him to
Tito.
Tell him to hit.
Run fast,
Run.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Run and run fast. 2-2 to Caden Patterson. Hit off the end of the bat towards center field. Dismukes.
You got it.
Back near the warning track. Makes the catch. Holder will fake a tag. He'll stay.
Now, that was a good throw. One bounce right at the third baseman.
Caden Patterson's
Right
out in the
on.
fly ball to center field. One out batters Merrick Cornelius.
Now batting, number 13.
Kyle is listening, by the way. He says Rick's trying to get you in trouble.
Me?
Yes.
Kyle, I'm trying to defend you. I said you were a good manager, a good coach, and Joe said that you managed. You're a manager. You manage the players.
Merrick Cornelius is 1 for 3 today. As he pops that one up left field, it's a mile high fly ball in his gram. He makes the catch. Holder again fakes a tag for out number 2. Lineup flips, and here's Kyler Clonch again. Every time you turn your head, it feels like number 3 is back at the plate. And that can't be a very reassuring feeling for the opposing team. Clonch flew out to right back in the first. That's the last time Danville retired him. Right at about 6:36 in the evening when this game started. 1 minute after the game started, Clonch flew out to right. He's been on base ever since. Fastball's inside. Oh, called strike. Wow, no balls and 1 strike.
I followed Kyle Wynn's career back when he was a coach at Center College. He's the third base coach.
Assistant coach there, right?
Yep.
Yep. No balls and 1 strike to Kyler Clonch. Low bounces away from Wyatt Gale and rolls kind of right down the walking path on Danville's side of the field where the players on deck walk from their on-deck circle to the hitter's circle and bounces away from Gale. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a wild pitch on Nathan Doyle. Holder moves to third and Branham moves to second. A double, a single, a double for Clonch. He scored 3 runs. He has stolen a base. Have a game, Kyler. Doing what a leadoff hitter should do. 1-1 is lifted towards right field. Crosses back. It's over his head and bounces off the middle of the fence. 2 more score. And Kyler Clonch, guess what? He's at second base again. His 3rd double of the game.
2nd and 3rd RBI.
And he drives in Holder and Branham, and it's 12-3.
Boyle County just scored 2 runs. You can score a job at nestcoderesource.com.
Clonch is 4 for 5, 3 RBIs and 3 runs. And if Owen Wheeler can find some outfield grass here, you're looking at a 10-run rule if Danville doesn't score in the bottom half of the inning. If Wheeler can get it done, Doyle from the stretch. First pitch fastball low, good stop by Gale behind home plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Wheeler, very good basketball player as well for Jamie Todd's Rebels. 1 ball and no strikes. Clonch out there at second base. The 1-0. Outside corner, a called strike. It's 1-1.
See, I've known Kyle Wynn longer than you.
There you go.
You know him more intimately than I do.
1 ball and 1 strike. Off the end of the bat, fouled off, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That ball came up and almost, and may have hit Carson Emmons in the face. Emmons sitting on a bucket of balls in the Boyle County dugout. Now, he appears to be okay, but it took such a funny hop off the fence. Came up and
hit him right in the face.
Hit him right in the face.
Yeah, right in the mouth.
Motions towards his mouth. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wheeler. That one's grounded towards second base, gobbled up by Doyle over to first base in time for out number 3. Bull scores 2 more. But it's a 10-run roll that ends games, not a 9-run roll. 12-3 Boyle over Danville after 4.5. Bottom half of the 6th is coming up on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Lease and save at Bob Allen Nissan. Lease a new 26 Nissan Rogue Platinum for only $399 per month for 24 months. $43.28 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. Stock in 26,219, model 22,816. 10,000 lease miles per year. Bob Allen Nissan, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 859-236-98 22 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's 12-3 Bull County over Danville, bottom half of the sixth. Kyler Clark stays on the mound, 2, 3, and 4 for the Admirals. KJ Dismukes, Wyatt Gale, and Hayden Foster. Boyle scored 12 yesterday, the 12-8 win. They scored 12 already in this one.
Number 5, KJ Dismukes.
KJ Dismukes is 0 for 2. He struck out looking. He's also grounded out. Mentioned today's tax day, April 15th. First pitch to KJ Dismukes, swinging a miss 0-1. Death, taxes, 3 things certain in life, Rick. And Danville having 1 million assistant coaches. They've always just had a handful of assistant coaches. Dismukes grounded up the middle. Easy play for Jarnigan. High throw.
And he came down on the
Wheeler
bag.
makes the catch and comes down with his left foot in the bag. For out number 1, 6-3 ground out. Jarnigan made the first half of the play look easy, second half of the high throw, but Wheeler's a tall fellow over there.
6, Wyatt Gale.
There's Wyatt Gale.
Danville's only got 3 assistant coaches.
Really got a lot more in the dugout right now.
Boyle's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Bull County needs 7. They got like 40 guys on the team. First pitch to Wyatt Gale. It's a called strike. It's 0-1. Baseball is a popular sport in the Bull County school system. No balls and 1 strike. Gale towards left field. Coming in, slipping, but making the grab. Keeping his footing is Caleb Branham. First time we've called Caleb's name defensively tonight. He's been all over the base paths again as he was yesterday.
Number 26, Hayden Foster.
There's Hayden Foster.
Maybe
just
a little dew out there in the grass.
Yeah, just missed a home run in his last at bat. Hayden did. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Commit to Earlham College. First pitch to Hayden is a called strike, 0-1. And was talking about that yesterday. In
Earlham. Where are they at?
They are in Indiana.
Oh.
No balls and 1 strike. Grounded towards second base. Andrew Holder on 2 hops. Throws to first base easy for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing. Clutch continues to roll. The Rebels continue to put the hammer down. It's 12-3 after 6. Rebels by 9 on Z105.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
Electricity helps keep our modern lifestyle going. But if the electrical system in your house is outdated, you may be headed for trouble. Watch for these symptoms of electrical problems: replacing fuses or resetting circuit breakers frequently, switch plates, outlet covers, cords, or plugs that are warm, cut, broken, or cracked insulation on electrical wiring. If these symptoms are present, you need a safety inspection by a licensed inspector. To learn more, talk to your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Well, we speculated that Danville would not throw Hayden Foster because they wouldn't want Bull County to see Hayden on the mound, but we were wrong. Hayden Foster is in on the mound now, and the Danville senior who was coming into this game, one of the top 2 arms left available to pitch. Danville went with Dylan Kruger, and you understand why. Dylan's got great numbers this year, but when the game got out of hand, again, we thought maybe Hayden doesn't come into this game, and if Danville plays Boyle a 3rd time this year, potentially in a district tournament type style format game, that maybe Hayden's the one that plays in that one and starts in the mound. But Hayden will come in, try to polish off Boyle County here in the top of the 7th. Hayden Foster, a senior. This is game number 6. 3 of those in the bullpen. 3 of those are starts. 15 innings, 16 hits, 15 runs, 9 earned, 14 walks. He's got velocity, 20 strikeouts, but again struggles with control. 14 walks in 15 innings. Next pitch he throws will be pitch number 306, a 4.20 ERA for Hayden Foster. And he'll have Boyle County's 3-4-5 hitters, Carter Stapp, Logan Perry, and Cole Jarnigan, as the Rebels look to move to 15-3 on the year and win their 6th straight over the Admirals. And last time Danville beat Boyle at Admiral Field, which again is now called Paul Morse Field, April the 20th of 2021. And there's not a lot of teams that beat Danville in that 2021 season. Carter Stapp takes low for ball one. It's a team that won 40 games, Rick. That was a heck of a season that Danville sent area baseball fans on. The 1-0 is low and outside, 2-0. That lineup probably is not even the right word. That lineup is the best lineup offensively up and down that I have seen in this area since I've been calling games over 15 years. 2 balls and no strikes is high. 3 balls and no strikes.
Let's change the ball
to Carter Stapp. That lineup, see, they had Christian Howe, and Ethan Wood, Brady Morse, KJ Stanfield, Brady Baxter. The 3-0 on its way to Stapp is high and inside, ball 4. 4 straight outside the zone from Hayden Foster to Carter Stapp. It's a leadoff walk here to begin the top of the 7th. Sam Matherly was on that team as well. Preston Barnes. Preston, he was the starting shortstop for the Admirals.
Yep.
Here's the lefty hitting Logan Perry, who's 4 for 4 tonight. A single, a double, a single, and a double. And he takes high and outside for ball 1. 5 straight balls now thrown by Hayden Foster. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike over the outside corner. It's 1-1. Perry 4 for 4. 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He's driven in 4. Klotz has driven in 3 tonight for the Rebels. 2 from Andrew Holder. The 1-1. Fouled off.
Are you done giving Kyle Wynn the business?
1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm done. I'm over it. I am over it.
Let him rest. Like I said, he was a good manager. I don't think you thought the same thing, but I see it differently.
Oh, so you're calling him manager now? You just said he's a good manager. Is that
Coach.
You? No, you already said it.
Coach, manager.
Okay, take it back now. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan Perry inside, 2-2.
He managed to coach. How about that?
Won the region championships back-to-back years, 2018 and 2019. That 2018 team, I believe, lost to St. X first round. Or may have it back, or it was the 2019 team that did. 2-2 fouled off the screen, back behind home plate. Count stays 2-2. The team that didn't lose to St. X beat, I think it was LaRue County in the first round of the state tournament in a game that felt like it didn't start till midnight at Whitaker Bank Ballpark there in Lexington. Felt like we were there till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Just the games were running late, and that was the last game of the night. Seemed like it took forever to get going. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 7th, 2-2 is low. Good stop by Gale. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You saying that then Kyle Wynn's managing and coaching was slow? That what held the game up?
No, Danville won that game. Bull County won that game. Remember, Grant Hotchkiss, I think, hit a home run that game for the Rebels. 3-2 on its way. Swing and a miss by Logan Perry. First time he's been retired today as Foster sneaks a fastball by him. And the 1-out batter is Cole Jarnigan. Jarnigan, fielder's choice, a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. I'm starting to think now, Rick, I may be wrong. I think Boyle lost to St. X in the 2nd round after they beat LaRue County in the 1st round.
Bet Kyle would remember.
Yeah, he would. Don't think he's listening anymore, though. First pitch to Cole Jarnigan.
Well, good, I'm glad. He's probably tired of you just putting him down so bad.
No balls and 1 strike. Danville, towards the end of the year, they're going to go outside the region. And by outside, I mean way outside. They're going to the 15th region to play some games versus some Eastern Kentucky teams. No balls and 1 strike to Jarnigan. That one is a called strike over the inside corner or thereabouts. It's no balls and 2 strikes. They'll host actually Perry County Central Monday of next week. Then Danville will go to Perry County Central in May on a Saturday and play in a 3-team round robin that Saturday. Along with Perry County Central, it's not County Central, I believe it's going to be there. That one is outside. 1-2 They'll play Prestonsburg in May. They've never played Prestonsburg in the last 25 years. They've never played Perry County Central in the last 25 years. They've never played Knott County Central in the last 25 years. Here's the 1-2 to Cole Jarnigan. Breaking ball. Cold strike 3 over the outside corner after a leadoff walk. Back-to-back strikeouts. That one, a Danville Office Equipment called third strike.
That called third strike's a service of Danville Office Equipment. When you need service, office furniture, supplies, or copiers, call DOE. 859-236-6618.
Two-out batters, Andrew Holder. I mentioned this in the game yesterday, but Danville's had some games where they have really put up some offensive numbers. 4 games this year, they've scored 16 runs or more. That one is inside. The Holder almost buzzes his jersey for ball 1. Rick, what do you think the record is in games where they've scored 16 runs or more? They played 4 of them this year. I mean, you score 16 runs, the easy answer is to say 4-0.
Yeah, you would think they would have, okay, the runner.
Yeah, runner at first base for Carter Stapp. That is number 30 for the Rebels. Hudson Spoonamore, the freshman, going to run for Stapp. Hudson batted in the 9-hole in yesterday's game. Yeah, easy to say you'd think 4-0. They're actually 3-1 this year in games.
So lost one of them.
They score 16 runs or more. Madison Southern beat them 17-16 in a game a couple of weeks ago. The 1-0 to Andrew Holder. It's outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Andrew still has a chance at that cycle if he can get a hold of one here. Tripled in the second, doubled in the third, singled in the fourth, and singled in the sixth. 4 for 4. The 2-ball, no strike pitch. Off the end of the bat and fouled off. 2-1. And going back to 2002, the earliest season I can get game-by-game stats on Danville baseball, they have played 43 games since 2002 where they scored at least 16 runs. They were 43-0 in those games. And lost to Madison Southern the first game they lost where they scored 16 runs or more over the last 24 years. 2-1, outside, ball 3. Caleb Branham waits on deck. This inning started with a Stapp walk, and Foster buckled down, got Perry swinging, got Jarnigan looking. Hitters count 3-1 to Andrew Holder, outside and low, ball 4. Well, this is kind of the MO for Foster, right? We mentioned he's got strikeout stuff, but also struggles finding the strike zone sometimes. Caleb Branham has walked twice. He's also popped out and grounded out to first. Bull County has now walked 8 times in this game. Danville has not drawn a single walk. And you look at the scoreboard, it's 12-3 Rebels. That shows the importance of throwing strikes and keeping guys off base. First pitch to Caleb Branham. Outside and low, ball 1. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard, which we desperately need a sponsor of. That'd be a great thing to have a sponsor of, right? The out-of-town Major League Baseball scoreboard. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss by Branham. It's 1-1. Royals and Tigers tied at 1 apiece. Bottom half of the 7th. It's good for me. Jack Flaherty started that game for the Tigers. He's on my fantasy team. Pirates 2, Nationals nothing. Bottom of the 7th. Pirates are off to a pretty good start this year.
Yeah, they got some hitting.
1-1 right in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reds 8, Giants 3. Ellie De La Cruz has gone deep. Along with Sal Stewart a couple of times. Kyle will be happy about this. Cubs 9, Phillies 1. Going to the bottom half of the 6th. Angels 4, Yankees 3. Aaron Judge has gone deep in that one. His 7th homer of the year. 1-2, and Branham's down on strikes. So Foster strikes out the side. He also walks 2 in the 5 he sees. Bottom half of the 7th. Danville needs a 9-run home run to tie it. It's 12-3, Boyle County over Danville. Bottom half of the 7th is coming up on Z105.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Hi, this is Susan Rogers with Chloe's Petals for Hope. We all have the power to promote positive mental health, whether by supporting someone who's going through a difficult time or instilling healthy habits in our children from an early age. Promote positive mental health wherever you are. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. It's free and confidential.
Hello, I'm Blake Mason, Farmers National Bank. As your lifetime bank, we have a proud history of supporting our local schools and student athletes. Have a wonderful school year and all the best to local teams. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
Kyler Claunch looking for a complete game and send the Rebels to 2-0 in the 45th District. He's got to go through Dyron Moody, Nathan Doyle, and Noah Cross. That's 5, 6, and 7. LCA 4, Somerset 2. A game currently going on right now. Somerset got drilled last night by Rockcastle County. Braves 2, Marlins nothing. Ozzie Albies has gone deep in that game for the Braves. Sorry, Braves 2, Marlins 1. Marlins just scored. White Sox and Rays scoreless. Blue Jays 1, Brewers nothing. First pitch to Dyron Moody as Kyler Claunch does what he's done all night, and that's fill up the strike zone. 0-1. Astros and Rockies scoreless bottom half of the first. Mariners Padres will be coming up later on tonight. Rangers, A's, Mets, and Dodgers in the nightcap. That one misses low, 1-1. Shohei Ohtani on the mound tonight for the Dodgers. The first game he's ever pitched against the New York Mets. One is low, 2-1. Low, 3-1. Ohtani faces off against the Mets for the first time in his career, but on the opposite end of that was listening to the Guardians and Braves game when Jose Ramirez went deep. Braves took the series, but when Joe Ram hit the home run against the Braves in that second game of the series, 3-1, is high ball 4 to Moody. The Braves were the final team that Jose Ramirez had not hit a home run against in his career.
Number 20, Nathan Doyle.
I guess except, obviously, the Guardians, who he's played for his entire career. Adam Blair is out of the dugout, and we'll have a word with a home plate umpire. He's signaling to Cole Jarnigan. Oh, he's signaling to Andrew Holder. Holder is coming off the field. Holder had been at second base the entire game, and Holder is out. And it's Cam Hogue who will check in and finish this game off at second base. Hogue, a freshman, he had a home run against Mercer County, helped spark that Boyle County rally when the Rebels found themselves down 8-1 in that game. Came back and won that one. First pitch to Danville's Nathan Doyle is a called strike. It's 0-1. Aaron Moody off of first base. No balls and 1 strike. That's an outside corner pitch right on the outside black, and it's 0-2. What do you think about the ABS, Rick?
Sometimes it comes on in the car.
The 0-2 is low, 1-2.
I don't like it when it comes on because something's wrong.
The ball strike system that you can use in major leagues now and challenge. You a fan of it? Mike, what about you? Mike's a traditionalist. You like the ABS challenges, Mike? Mike does. Shakes his head yes. 1-2, grounded up the middle. Jarnigan's over, could be 2. Steps on the bag himself. It's a 6-3 double play, and the Rebels have ended Danville's night. I'm sorry, that's just out number 2. 6-3 double play, 2 gone. And here's Noah Cross.
I don't know. Cross. You know, they're doing this when marginal pitches, a lot of times they're missing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind it. I think we need to take it easy on umpires. 2 outs. Here's Noah Cross, 1-0. See, takes low and outside. You know, I feel like we're judging umpires against robots, and they're missing pitches by 1/10 of an inch.
Yeah.
The 1-0 popped up on the infield. Can Hogue see it? He is in shallow right field. He does. Kind of went above the lights, but he tracks it down, makes the catch for out number 3. Danville's night now is done. 12-3, Boyle County wins it over Danville. A big 5-run eruption of runs in the 4th is the demise of the Admirals tonight. Boyle County 12, Danville 3. Break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for Boyle and Danville Baseball, Z105.
In the last 2 weeks, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced anxiety, and more than 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced depression. Children, adolescents, teens, and adults alike are all looking for a refuge from fear, worries, and sadness. That's where the Nurture Nest can step in, with locations in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Somerset, as well as telehealth options from the comfort of your home. They want you to see how fun and healing therapy can be. The Nurture Nest, where healing takes flight.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Lease and save at Bob Allen Nissan. Lease a new 26 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum for only $399 per month for 24 months. $5603 plus first payment fees and taxes due at signing. Stock in 26231. Model 52816. 10,000 lease miles per year. Bob Allen Nissan, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
When that time comes and you need an electrician, plumber, someone to fix your heating and air, or garage door care, Kentucky Service Company is your professionals for serving real needs and fixing real problems. Expect clear communication, fair pricing, and craftsmanship you can trust. The KSE family brand includes Fire Stretcher, Heating and Air, Hearst, Electric and Plumbing, and newly added Easy Open Garage Doors. These companies are built on heritage, serving with pride. They are your home's best friend. Kentucky Service Companies.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as a head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Twelve to 3, your final. Boyle County over Danville as the Rebels win their 6th consecutive game over Danville and another regular season series sweep over the crosstown rival. Good game tonight from Kyler Claunch on the mound, who threw a complete game in this one. 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. He threw 87 pitches, 56 for strikes. And at the plate, not a shabby day for him either. 4 for 5 at the dish. He had 3 doubles. He drove in 3, and he scored 3 runs.
The one-on-one Business Solutions play of the game is by Kyler Claunch with his pitching and his hitting. One-on-one Business Solutions can be the answer to your business and office needs. From printing to furniture, equipment, and office supplies, visit One-on-One Business Solutions on Main Street.
A home run to right by Wyatt Gale put Danville on the board in the bottom half of the first, gave them an early lead in this game, 2-0. Boyle scored 1 in the second, 3 more in the third to make it 4-2. Dylan Kruger, a solo home run in the third, made it 4-3. And then Boyle County outscored Danville 8-0 after that to win going away 12-3. 12 runs and 14 hits for the Rebels, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 4 errors for the Admirals. Kyler Claunch, 4 for 5, mentioned that. Logan Perry, 4 for 5. He also had 2 doubles. He drove in 4. And Andrew Holder, 3 for 4 in tonight's game as well, a home run shy of the cycle. Boyle County moves to 15-3. Danville drops to 10-8. In this 12-3 game, Boyle County over Danville, in a game that lasted 1 hour and 58 minutes. Our thanks to Radio Rick on color commentary and stats. Our thanks to Jason, the Wildman Wilder, on studio controls tonight. And our thanks to you for listening to the old-fashioned way on Z105 WRNZ FM or the new-fashioned way, hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky WiMAX. Final score is Boyle County 12, Danville 3. Back in action with you next Tuesday as Danville takes on Garrett County. Another district game. We'll have it right here on the Hometown Radio Network. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week with more high school baseball.
I high school sports on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Whitaker Bank, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at hometownlive.net.